Hello everybody and welcome to the Skilled Trade Up here. Got all my buttons and widgets open, so let's see if I can actually pull this thing off in a normal fashion. I see we have our buddy Joe Shear in the chat down there. Hello Joe, and what's up to Jameson Osborne maybe? Osborne? Ausburn? I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure what your name is, but welcome to the chat. Hope you guys are having a good day and welcome to the brand new channel here. All 6 of you. So we have this many. You know, it's been a while since I've been able to count my concurrent viewers on two hands. Isburn. Thank you. Isburn. So what are we doing here tonight? Well, this is a Skilled Trade Up channel, so we're going to be playing the Skilled Trade Up show. It's a game show. It's a lot of fun, more fun. Hey, Joe, you're right. With 6 people, you got a good chance of getting on the show and winning. Well, you know what? You got to have a good chance of getting on the show, but the winning remains the same probability, I guess. But you have a better chance to be in a position to win. And here's what you do. Whenever we play, we're going to have 2 contestants tonight or 1 grand prize winner. If the first person wins the grand prize, we're all done. Because I have 1 grand prize for tonight. That is the NAVAC 7 CFM vacuum pump, which I'll show you guys when we bring up our first contestant. Could be you out there. Let's see. We have HVAC Residential Basics. We have Steve. He's ready. Jameson. Oh, sorry. I mispronounced. Osborne. So we got your name right. Hopefully you're going to play here. You're going to get in here and play. Guys, I know there's 8 of you out there. Soon there'll be too many of you for me to count here live. So there's 8 of you now. So that's great. We actually got to 50 subscribers. You know, when I first started on YouTube back a long, long time ago, when I was doing Talent 875, whenever I had like 19 or 20 subscribers, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I can't believe this is happening. And like over the last 10 years, we've gotten up to, I think it was 22,500, 22,600. Now, the truth of that is you have a big number there, but there's only like this many watching. You know, some of those people have moved away. They've gone to foreign countries. Google has shut them down. I don't know. But not a whole lot of them actually come through and watch. What's up, Matthew O'Donnell? Good to have you here as well. I think we have some previous players here. I think Joe played the first time we did this, and there was like a time limit and all sorts of stuff, and he was wronged. He was wronged greatly, so hopefully he'll pay. Luke the Plumber, what's happening, man? You could play too. Great odds out there. 8 people. We got 8 people, guys. Okay. So I have all the screens here. We have all sorts of stuff over here. And in a minute, I'll send you guys the link out there. Let me X out of there. I'll send you the link out there in the chat, and we'll take our first contestant. Here's what we got to do. I'll put a link in the chat. The first person to pop in here gets to play the game. There are 5 levels tonight. So this is Skilled Trade Up on the Skilled Trade Up channel. So I want to go for broke, man. Let's have 5 levels of prizes you could possibly win, from some really basic stuff all the way up to the NAVAC vacuum pump. There is some more prizes on the way here from Yellow Jacket. They haven't arrived yet, but by the time we play next Wednesday night, they may be here. And if you couldn't tell, we're going to do this every week. Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. It's early enough where, because I'm older now, that I can sit in my chair and fall asleep later. And it's late enough so we can get the most of you here. Because, you know, the West Coast guys, they really suffer in this stuff. West Coast guys, I mean, it's no good. So, all right. Joe said, am I going to ask him questions about boilers again? I think I asked you a question about an oil burner. And I know this because I have one of these memories that just, for some reason, I'm good at this. Joe crapped out on the atomization question. It was atomization, as I recall. And I'm almost positive that was you, Joe, because you nailed the first one. It was just that one question because you're in Florida. I mean, oil burners don't come up a whole lot. So HVAC Residential Basics say, I like the basic questions. He's been in the business for 32 years. That's Steve, our buddy Steve. He's going to get the basic questions and then some. You just know it. So let me run through this real quick, guys. We'll get back to the chat. So you hit a link and you'll come into this StreamYard Hangout, and I'll show you guys. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like on my screen here. I think I can. Here. So, well, no, you're not going to see the full screen, I guess, so you're not going to be able to tell. But that's just the other camera you see when you come in. So when you come in, you'll get a question. I'll put in some tense music so you get uneasy, and it makes it harder. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's the point of it, to raise the tension level and push you to your brink. I'm just kidding. I want somebody to win. Just answer a question. If you win, you get a prize. You can either keep your prize for any of the 5 levels up to the grand prize, or you can trade up and risk your prize for a bigger prize. But if you risk your prize and you crap out, you get nothing. So be conservative, but push it as far as you can go. That's why I tell people. Most of the time on here, people just go for broke. They just like, we're going to go for number 5 or die. And, they die. That's what happens. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the link in the chat, but I'm going to give you guys about a minute so we can get the first person in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play our sponsor commercial, because we have a bunch of sponsors who help make the show possible, including Yellow Jacket, who's sending stuff, NAVAC. And because we have Yellow Jacket, NAVAC stuff coming, refrigeration technology stuff coming, I'll pick one of them this time. We'll pick NAVAC, and I'll see you guys right after this commercial break. And I put the link in there, so get ready for the link, because it's coming. The NP4 DLM cordless vacuum pump from NAVAC features a high-performance lithium battery capable of up to 1 hour of continuous running time. Weighing a scant 15.4 pounds, this unit is exceedingly efficient and, for technicians, easy to carry and store. The NP4 DLM's twin-cylinder operation provides high vacuum down to 15 microns. To save 8% off this product when you purchase, go to TreeTechTools.com and use our Shop Talk discount code. Okay, guys, thank you, NAVAC, for sending out that stuff. We do have someone over there. I see Luke is laying in wait over there. Luke, can you hear me? Give me some kind of sign. Give me a thumbs up. Give me something like this, Luke. Can you hear me, Luke? Can you hear? Yeah, all right. He can hear me. All right. So we have 3 of you over there. So we're going to take you in order. If Luke can't get the job done, can't get that vacuum pump, then we have Steve waiting next in line. If Steve's internet craps out completely, then we have Matthew O'Donnell after him. So Matthew, get ready. And that's a fantastic beard. I can go ahead and tell now that's a fantastic beard. So you guys can't see him, but I'm about to bring him in. So let's go ahead and bring in Luke, and we'll get him on here. Let's see. Luke, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Oh, that's very loud. Let me turn that down. Yowzer. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. All right, we're going to turn you down a couple thousand clicks right there. All right, Luke, how's it going?
Pretty good.
All right, I'm turning you down.
It's echoing.
It's echoing for you? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear myself.
All right, you're
okay, bud.
Yowzer. Oh, I think I got you. All right. I got to figure out my stuff here. I think I've got it there. Hold on. All right, let me turn Luke down. Luke, how you doing?
Good.
All right, that's a little bit lower. Hopefully the echo isn't too bad. If we do have an echo, I'll figure it out.
It's like elementary school when people are mocking you.
Well, I don't know what you're hearing, and I don't know why you're hearing it right now, but do you think you can still play this game?
Yeah.
All right, you do have your headphones in, correct?
Yep.
Okay, good. All right, so we're going to go with the first question here, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you what you're playing for. You're playing for, and I'll put it up on the screen for everybody else here in just a second. You're playing for a Bacharach hat and a Bacharach sticker, so it's awesome, okay?
All right.
Super awesome. All right, you ready to play?
Yeah, you going to give me a boiler question?
See, the first question, let me look. No, it is not boiler related, the first question, okay? And this time, since we do have 5 levels, there are 2 lifelines. You can pick one of the 2. You can't use them both. You pick one of the 2. You get a 50-50 where I take away 2 of the wrong answers, or you get the ask the chat. You can ask the chat guys what they think the answer is, okay?
All right.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the chat don't know, all right? They don't know. All right, I'm turning off the live chat right now, so they're going to say goodbye, and we're going to get into our first question, and here it is. A suction refrigerant gauge can also be called what type of gauge? A, micron, B, barometric, C, heat pump, or D, compound gauge? What are you thinking?
Barometric, B.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to run through this real quick. So there's 2 different sounds you'll hear whenever you answer a question. It's either going to be right, like this, or it's going to be wrong, like this. Okay, your question was, what can you call that gauge? And unfortunately, I'll go ahead and play the sound. It's compound gauge. Compound gauge is that suction gauge, okay? So I'm very sorry, Luke. You're going to come back and play again next time, all right?
All right. See you soon.
All right. Get fired up for next
I
time,
don't like
Luke.
heat pumps anyway.
You don't like heat pumps anyway, so no heat pumps and no boilers next time, all right, Luke? All right, take it easy.
All right. See you soon.
Take care. All right, let's see who we got here. We got another guy. Oh, hey, that's Matthew. He moved over. Sorry, Matthew. Come back in just a second. Steve, everybody slid over one. Hey, everybody slid over right as I was hitting the button. Steve, you were next, and then Matthew popped up. Matthew, we will get you on here. So I see you over there, and that wrong will be righted. Okay, so let's get Steve up in here. Steve, what's happening, man?
Well, we just finished out the middle of the week.
And what happened in the middle of your week?
Not a whole lot today. Our communicating system gave some outdoor sensor errors. The guy said he had to reboot his system a whole bunch of times. Ended up one time his internet crashed and he had to get a new modem.
Oh, what the world? A new modem?
Yeah.
And that crashed his system?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's that's a little bit scary. Old systems didn't used to do that, did they?
Give me a relay and a contactor and I'm good.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. Okay, Steve. You understand the game, correct?
I do. I think I remember the rules.
Okay. You got 5 levels here. You're going for that Bacharach hat and the sticker. Luke crashed and burned, but it's all right because he'll be back next week. And Luke is like 17 years old, so we got to cut him some slack. But you've been in the business for 32 years, Steve, so you better win this game.
Let's keep it basic.
All right, let's go to our first question here. We have our tense music. Let's get it playing. And here is the first question. A higher low outdoor temperature used in HVAC system design is the A, median temperature, B, design temperature, C, wet bulb temperature, or D, mean radiant temperature.
Wow, higher low outdoor temperature.
What are you thinking?
Wow, you're killing me. Design. B.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final.
Do you remember what I said as far as the noises you would hear?
I do remember.
All right, here you go. That means you got that right. That's exactly right. It's the design temperature. So you got yourself that sweet Bacharach hat. You got yourself a wonderful Bacharach sticker.
I need one.
You need one. Okay. Well, you could keep that, or you could go for our prize pack we have on level 2, which is a magnetic dish for parts, some zip ties, because man, you could never have enough zip ties.
No.
Never.
Run out every day.
That's absolutely. I need zip ties literally right now. I need some zip ties for the cord that's on this microphone. A couple stickers, a skilled trade-up shirt, and a waterproof container. Now, you could win all that stuff and keep on going, or you can stay where you're at.
I really need a waterproof container. I don't know why.
For your zip ties.
There you go.
All right.
You don't want them to rust.
That's the rationale there. So don't want your plastic zip ties to rust. Harbor Freight does sell those stainless steel ones. I guess that's closer to, well, that's still, but you can use it for something. You'll find use for it, or you just breeze by this. Keep going. So here is our second question. You ready?
Go.
Here we are. Static pressure in residential HVAC systems is commonly measured in A, grains per pound, B, inches of water column, C, liters per second, or D, pounds per square inch.
We are going to go with B again.
B again. So that's crazy that it could be B twice in a row. Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
Well,
I'm confident on this one.
You know what? You're confident for a reason, because you're absolutely right. It is. That's inches of water column. So you made it to level 2. You got yourself a skilled trade-up shirt. You got all that great stuff. Zip ties, a container to put them in to keep them dry so they don't rust, and a magnetic parts dish that you can, do whatever with. I use them all the time, the parts dishes. So
I've always wanted one, and I've never bought one.
Well, you could take this one. You could take this one, or you could have almost a full line of Viper products from Refrigeration Technologies. I'm talking about the brand new coil cleaning bags, the coil cleaner spray, the pan and drain treatment, all the stickers we have, and a Baccarat coffee cup. That is level 3.
Okay. All right. Let's do that. I'm a coffee drinker.
Coffee drinker.
Coffee and cashews.
That's correct. You can put cashews in a waterproof container if you want to. There we go. Problem solved, Steve. All right. Here's your third question. And remember, you have lifelines, which are going to come in handy as we get higher up, okay?
Oh, okay. Didn't know we had that available.
Oh, that's right. I was telling, look, I didn't know you didn't hear. Okay, Steve, let me tell you. You can choose either the 50-50, which I'd take 2 of the wrong answers away, or we can ask the chat. The chat tonight is 12 strong. So it's like a jury of your peers out there if you want to get them to help you, okay?
Am I going to be able to see the chat, or is this like a blind?
I will tell you what they're
chance?
saying. I will tell you what they're saying when it pops up. Some people can see it, some people can't, but I'll read it out either way. So there's only 12 of them, so I should be able to keep track of what they're saying pretty well. So here is your level 3 question. How many BTUs are in a therm? A, 1,000. B, 10,000. C, 100,000. Or D, 1 million.
Wow.
A therm. Do you do a lot of natural gas stuff?
Yeah.
You ever go measuring therms?
No.
Most people don't. It's just knowledge that's out there that's never verified in the field.
That is like way too basic.
Wait, that's too basic. It's
that
too
was
far.
That was like class second day of 101, you know.
Gas install 101, absolutely. The therms. So what do you say? Do you know what the therm is, or do you need to ask, or do 50-50?
Let's do a 50-50.
Okay. This is your only lifeline. You choose one or the other.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. The 50-50 is going to be either 1,000 or 100,000.
A.
Is that your final answer?
That is final answer.
Okay, when it comes to therms, it's 100,000 BTUs. I think the gallons, if you take a gallon of fuel, like the propane, I can't remember how much it is, but oil is like the most per gallon. It's like 144,000 BTUs. But yeah, the natural gas one is 100,000
Okay, all right.
BTUs.
All right. So therms, and that's how we get billed. Okay.
And that's how you do it right there.
I'll get it next time.
Hey, you know what? The whole place, or half the place here, I don't know how many people knew that, but somebody learned something hopefully tonight. I learned it when I looked up the question, so we're all learning. That's the point of the game too. So
That's it. I
Absolutely.
pick up a tidbit every time.
Absolutely, Steve. All right. Well, I appreciate you playing, and try again next time, okay?
Bye, y'all. Y'all be safe.
Take care, Steve. All right. Luke is telling me over here the chat is off. Yes, Luke, I turned the chat off so they can't help during the game unless someone uses a lifeline. That's why the chat is off right now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a break for just a second, and then Matthew, you're going to come into the show, and we're going to ask you something because I just ditched you like that earlier, and it's horrible. Jameson, you're probably going to have to wait till next time because we won't have enough time for this one. So we'll catch you on the next one. Trust me, there'll be only 10 viewers for the first 50 shows, so you're going to get on here plenty of times. I'm just guessing for that. I hope there's a much more than that, but I don't want to, we'll see. All right, so I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to bring Matthew in, and he'll be our final contestant of the night. So I guess I'm going to ask him extremely hard questions for extremely small prizes. So that's what we're going to do next. Okay. The best forced air zoning controls in the HVAC industry come from EWC Controls. This includes the Workhorse BM Plus 3000 zone panel, 3 zones, multiple dip switches so you can customize the controls to your particular system install. Another workhorse of the system is the URD and ND dampers. These power open, power closed dampers are both reliable and long lasting. So for the entire life of your system, you won't be replacing your zoning components. And lastly, the innovative SBD2 static pressure bypass with the wireless NFC interface take this whole thing to a new level of precision and reliability because you can set your system right there at your fingertips to the particular static pressure you need. No more guesswork, no more barometric arms. Go to EWC Controls Incorporated. You can find them online to learn more and look for them in your local supply house. Okay, So we're back there. Yeah, go buy a bunch of EWC stuff. We actually did a giveaway for EWC a long time ago. Let's see. Let's bring old Matthew in here. Matthew, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Excellent. How's it going, man?
Pretty good yourself.
I am good. I feel bad because I sit there and brought you in the show. I was over here clicking. Just imagine, if you will, there's a computer like to my 4 o'clock over here, and I'm clicking, and as soon as I click for Steve to pop in here, everything slid over because Luke left the chat, and that was cold, and I'm sorry.
That's no worries.
Okay, so let's get you on the screen here and move you over. Okay, so there you are. You're on the screen with me now. Okay, we have a few questions that are missing because we had 2 contestants, but I have 4 questions that would have gone to Luke, but he missed the compound gauge question. So you can play 4 questions, and that'll get you all the way up to a Swager potentially. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good.
And might I say, your beard is fantastic.
Thank you. My wife's not as big as a fan as you are.
Well, as you can see, I like the beards. You have like the... I hate to say it, but it's graying like mine, and it gives it like this cool two-tone thing, which, I think is great. But that's because mine's graying, and that's sorry. Okay. So do you know how the game is played?
I do, yeah.
I figured you did. And we have the one lifeline that you can use 50-50, or you can ask the chat. So now we have 15 chat members, so that might be worthwhile doing, depending on what you have to ask them. There's a whole bunch of. Let's see, who do we have out there? So what do you typically work on? Let me ask you that.
So I do commercial refrigeration, HVAC.
So you're like a real technician. Well, we're residential people, so this should be a breeze. I looked all these questions up. I didn't know any of them. No, I'm just kidding. So you should be. We need to get more refrigeration guys on here. There's been a lack of that before, so maybe we can.
Well,
do that.
I'm new. I've been in about a year. So,
okay. So you work on the commercial side. So what part of the country are you in?
I'm in the Northeast, up in Maine.
Oh, so you're any more Northeast and you're in Canada. Okay. All right. So you're used to the cold weather stuff. Do you work on like boilers and things like that, or is it just the refrigeration side?
So we do everything. We do, walk-ins, boilers, rooftops, ice machines. We do a ton of stuff.
Well, that's awesome. Okay, great. So you should be set up for, several of these questions. There's some random stuff in here. So are you ready to play?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So you're going to be playing for, I'll put it on the screen for everybody else, the Bacharach hat and the awesome Bacharach sticker that shall not go unwon today, hopefully. We'll see. And this is your first question. All right. Insufficient draft on a gas-fired draft hood appliance that reverses the flow of flue gas is called. Now I'm going to read that all again because it's kind of a mouthful. Insufficient draft on a gas-fired draft hood appliance that reverses the flow of flue gas is called A, blowback, B, spillage, C, seepage, or D, zonal compromise. What do you think?
I'm reading I got my laptop up too, so I can read the question.
That's good. Yeah, that's definitely a good idea.
But appliance that reverses the flow of flue gas. I don't know. I'm stuck between. I know it's on a draft.
So what are you thinking? What are you stuck between?
Well, the first thing that jumps out is spillage.
Right.
I know you can do spillage test.
So how confident are you in spillage?
Enough to go with it.
All right. Okay. So is that your final answer?
Yeah.
All right. Well, when it comes to spillage, that's the right answer. That's correct. All right. You got yourself a Bacharach hat. So that was well worth it. And the sticker. And now you can go for like our swag explosion of a shirt, a sticker. There's no good way to describe it. The zip ties, which are necessary as anything in life, a waterproof container so the zip ties won't rust, like we were talking about with Steve, and a magnetic parts tray. So all that great stuff.
I mean, as bad as I need the Bacharach hat on the van, I'll go up.
Okay. That sounds logical. All right, here we go. Here's question number 3. And remember, you have your lifelines if you need them.
Yeah.
The number of pascals in 1 inch of water column is A, 250, B, 300, C, 400, or D, 550.
I have no idea.
So do you want to ask these people in the chat that are just itching to talk, or do you want to do a 50-50?
I'll ask the chat, because 50-50 is not going to help. I have no idea.
Okay, let's open up the chat. Chat guys, if you know the answer, help. That's all I can really say, chat guys. If you know the answer. Sometimes you guys... Go ahead.
First thing that jumped out was 300, but that's just random.
Just random. Okay. Well, the numbers aren't too far apart either, and if you truly don't know, then I would definitely ask the chat. Clint says 250. That's the first person to answer. Maybe it'll be the only person to answer. Beaver says 1,300,000. I could tell you Beaver's wrong. I think that's safer than me.
Yeah, I think so too.
So what do you say? What are you thinking about? You going to go with the 250? We have 3 people saying 250.
They know as much as I do, or if not more. So yeah.
Okay. Beaver, thank you for helping, Beaver. Joe seems to think it's not America because we're talking about pascals. Joe, that's not necessarily true. You know, these building performance guys, they all the time mention pascals. If you talk to Bill Spohn, he's like, Pascal this, Pascal that. So I'm going to turn the live chat back off because you guys will start getting out of hand and start trolling. So don't want that. But when it comes to your question, you are correct. It is 250. That's exactly right.
Thank you, guys.
So, I mean, you got that swag explosion. All right. Again, that's the only term to describe it. And you could play for all this Viper stuff, the pan and drain treatment, the coil cleaner, the Baccarat coffee cup, the stickers, Nylog, and another thing, a coil cleaner. Actually, in a little baggie. So.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. Sound fired up. Yeah, so whatever. Let's do it. All right. The hell with it. Let's do this thing. Here is your question for you, it's number 3. Okay. Transformers are devices that A, only use DC voltage, B, must step down to 24 volts, C, use electromagnetic induction, or D, contain 4 transistors.
C.
You seem really confident. You're like, bam, C. Final answer?
I hope so. Yeah.
All right. So, well, that is exactly right. Your confidence was warranted. So, I mean, you got all the refrigeration technology stuff now, and you can go for that Swager, which is hydraulic. It's a very nice tool. Is that something you would use?
Oh, who makes this wager?
This is a NAVAC hydraulic tube
let's
expander.
Do that. Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's
let's
good.
do that.
I tried it out personally, and it was good. So, all right. So here is your final question. This would be the grand prize question, but Luke ate up the first one for you. So
that's all right.
You can thank Luke. No, I'm just kidding. Luke's a good kid. Here we are. Final question. If a wall has a U value of 0.1, then its equivalent R value, this is where people go, son of a. If a wall has a U value of 0.1, then its equivalent R value would be close to A, R5, B, R10, C, R15, or D, R20.
Oh, man.
It's like, what the hell is this?
0.1.
It's a 0.1 U value. We've talked about this a couple times, but it's not covered heavily.
I remember a question a long time ago about U value. It's not. My memory's not very good though.
That's a tough one to remember. I mean, it comes from doing commercial loads. Commercial loads are manual in loads. ACA manual in, which everybody just loves doing all the time. So.
It's equivalent. I don't know.
What do you think? I mean, what's your best guess, and why would you guess that?
A, just because 0.1 seems like a low number, and translate to a very low. I don't know, man. And then 10 seems reasonable. So, I don't know.
So what logic are you using? If one is low, then the other one will be low.
Well, just 0.1 is a very low number, and 5 is the lowest R number. So,
Hey, you got to come up with some kind of logic. If you don't know what the answer is, you got to figure out some way to.
Yeah, I got to
guess.
make up your logic as you go.
So, what is your logic going to tell you?
A or B? It's A first came out. B kind of feels a little better.
So, is it B? Final answer?
I'm gonna hate myself for this, but I'm gonna go A.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good guess, and you're right. It's A or B, but it was B. It's like a reciprocal 0.1. And
that's
what
why I was
you do,
thinking 0.1 and 10.
That's what it was. That was it. It was just. It's basically the reverse of 1. Instead of 0.1, you would then say the R value would be 10 over 1, which would be R10.
Okay.
So.
See, my first instinct was A, so I wanted to go with it, even though B was calling me.
Well, I'll tell you what, since we didn't have any big winners tonight, anyone who's still listening that played on the show, including yourself, Matthew, just give me your information, and I'll send you a little something in the mail, okay?
Yeah, it's fair. That's perfect. Actually, more than fair.
It's to you, it's fair because I sit there and I brought you on the screen like an ass and then ditched you off the screen. So especially you, but hopefully Steve's there. So hopefully anyone who played Luke, send me your address information. I'll send you a little something. Okay.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate you playing.
Right. Yeah, no problem.
Take care.
Bye.
All right, guys. Well, that was what we didn't have a winner. But that's okay because if we don't have a winner, that means we're just going to build up more stuff for next time. I'm turning the chat back on. We'll just build more stuff. We'll have Yellow Jacket stuff on next time. We'll have a big old show. Guys, I want you to play the show. I want you to win, and I want you to win something, basically. So sometimes we don't get the answers right. Sometimes we think they're right, and they're not right, and whatever. But I want you to win something. So guys who played, let me know, and I will send you something. I really appreciate you guys coming on here and watching. This is the first show we've had on the new channel. There's no other content except for a channel trailer. So you guys being willing to come over here and follow along while I do some of my crazy crap that I always do, where I like to mess with stuff and change things up. It's just who I am. But thank you for continuing to support this channel. I really think it's awesome, and I really appreciate it. So let's see. What can I possibly tell you guys here at the end? Definitely the addresses. Send me the addresses, and I will send you out something. I don't know what it is yet. Something. Luke, you did bad, okay? You did bad, Luke, but it's okay because you gave it a shot. So most of these guys, I won't say most of these guys, but a lot of guys wouldn't even come on the show. And Luke, you've done really well before. So don't get down on yourself. It's just one of those things where sometimes the first question, it just happens to be the thing that you've never studied before and you have no idea. So don't trouble yourself. Most of the questions when I look them up, I'm like, if I had to answer these, I don't even know if I'd be willing to come on the show and play the game myself. I have to host it because I couldn't play it. So Luke, don't feel bad at all. So let's see who else in the chat now. Duck Workers, well, that's previous. Nick Neal, what? Nightbot deleted something. I didn't know Nightbot was here. I forgot. I don't know why it deleted that because it's all caps, I guess. So don't even worry about that. I'll turn Nightbot off. I thought he was off already. Sorry about that. So Greg, good to see you watching. Nightbot, back off a little bit. I forgot how intrusive you could be. Jessica, good to see you here. Susie, definitely good to see you here. The ladies are here. Good deal. Oh, Beaver, you were trying to help with the Pascals. I know you were, man. But 1.3 million Pascals, that's not assistance, man. That's sabotage, okay? So we'll be back, or I'll be back on Friday night on the HVAC Training Videos channel with Greg Fox. We're going to talk a little small business stuff. That'll be Friday night at 8 p.m., and then my buddy in the chat down there, Beaver, and I will be on some non-HVAC fun Sunday night, 8 p.m. on Man with Issues. That is a different channel. So if you want to watch any of those shows, Beaver and I usually discuss issues of the world and whatever we're feeling like. The other two channels are HVAC, obviously. So, okay. Howard Hoagland. Never seen you before. Thanks for coming on the show, or thanks for coming in the chat. Guys, I hope to see you next time. We'll be back here next week at 8 p.m. I hope we have some cool Yellow Jacket stuff to give you as prizes. We didn't get any winners tonight, but next time we're going to get some winners, okay? Next time we're going to get some winners. Any of you guys that were channel members before, I turned the channel membership off for HVAC Shop Talk because we're trying this new stuff. If you want to support the channel, you can do that on Subscribe Star. Most of you already do, because most of you who support the channel support in multiple ways, which is really awesome. So if you still want to do that or you don't and you want to do that, that's in the description of this video. Also, if you want to sign up for live notifications, which I hope when I sent out that you guys got. So if you were a recipient of a live notification, let me know that it worked out, because it's the first time I've tried it like this. So I want to make sure it works. Okay, I'll get out of here. I think I've talked enough. I had a lot of fun. I've been looking forward to doing this for the last few days. Ever since I set it up, I was really excited about coming on here and just being dedicated to the people that want to watch this particular show instead of having everything crammed on the same channel where it's hard to sort it out. So it's awesome that you guys showed up. We had a 20-some people watching, which I think is fantastic, because it's a 21 people that really want to see the show and enjoy the show instead of just having a channel where it's all over the place. So I really do appreciate that. Guys and gals, I can't tell you enough. Thank you so much. If you put a like on the video, that'd be awesome. If you liked it. I mean, if you didn't like it, you don't put a like on it. But if you did like it, please put a like on it, because people say that helps. I don't know what it does. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if it does anything. So put a like on the video, okay? And if you put a dislike on the video, which some people do, go ahead and say something about what you didn't like, because I think constructive conversation is the best. So I would love to engage in some constructive conversation with some of the people who dislike my videos. That's a dream of mine. It really is. That would be fun. I would like to interview them. That's a different day, though. We'll see you next week, guys. 8 p.m. Had a great time. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one.